Good afternoon, everyone. So, thanks for Chief President KF himself and Vice President Balamurugan, and then General Secretary and Tirupman sir and Kumar sir and Anand sir and Rayapal sir, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So there are topics today. I think one of the topic is life cycle assessment. So in SGS, so we are from SGS and we are almost industry leader and we are around 99,250 employees and 2,700 of this globally. So we are providing each and every service for the various industries and one of the leading provider in the testing, inspection and certification industry. Globally recognized benchmark for quality and integrity. And we continue to push ourselves to deliver innovative services, solutions that help our customers to move their business forward. So, and we aim to remain in this position. So then, going to the sustainability. Okay, sustainability is everything and sustainability is everywhere because the planet is facing three major crises. That is due to climate change and biodiversity loss, pollution and waste management. So we need to align to address all these issues to continue the business in a long run in a sustainable way. So there will be a positive impact on people, communities and environment are now key demand. Okay, and corporations, rating agencies and investors lead compliance with ESG, and SGS has full suite of sustainability services to support your business to meet sustainability objectives. Okay, there are fight we can say against the climate change. It is not new, the sustainability, the climate change mitigation. So it has started in 1977 and almost traveled to this stage to almost in 2030 is the near-term carbon peaking, and 2050 is going to be the, I think, long-term net zero plan. Okay. This globally European countries that has been established, and there is a like regulation called Euro Green Deal. That's what it talks about most of the European regulations. Under the Green Deal, lot of regulations, including the circular economy action plan and sustainable strategy and sustainable product initiatives. And another important thing is that eco-design sustainability product regulation. So under this only it comes the digital product passport. So and then the DPP deployment is expected to be rolled out from 2027 mid. Okay. So in 2027 it's going to be, there are two things. One is for batteries, another is for textile. Okay, so mid of the 27th probably it's going to be rolled out, but we need to see how it is being progressed because a lot of discussions are going on. We need to see, and even this week also there are ISO committee have some programs. Let's see how it is being progressing. Okay, talking about life cycle assessment. So there are a compilation of and evaluation of the inputs and output potential of environmental impacts of the product system. That is called life cycle. Okay. So there will be input material or energy or water, raw material or ancillary materials that will be put into the production, and then there could be a outputs like emissions, water, wastewater and products. So what is going to happen in this process? That is going to be the analysis of life cycle assessment. So starting from the raw material to end product and then distribution to the market and the user usage and then recycling again and getting back to the raw material. So the complete cycle is being called life cycle. There will be a different approach, like the number one is cradle to grave, that is starting from raw material to usage until the dispose. Okay. And then cradle to cradle, that is a complete cycle. So raw material to again recycling and then raw material. Okay, and then grade to grade, starting from manufacturing to dispose. So this is one of the stage, and another one is mostly it is graded to gate, that is manufacturing and then disposal. So this is one of the life cycle stages. So customers, clients, consumers want to know all about environmental performance of the products. That's the main criteria to talk about the LCA and then go for LCA. With an LCA, you can determine the environmental impact of your products or services throughout the entire lifespan, and from raw material extraction up to the waste phase. So you can exactly know which environmental impacts occur at every specific moment in the chain. So that's going to be the analysis. Next. So the life cycle analysis, mostly it is associated with the international standards ISO 14040 and ISO 14044. So there are two standards, talks about the LC assessment, and there will be an impact assessed based on the life cycle stages. So product environmental footprint leverages life cycle assessment approach. It is a scientifically validated methodology to measure environmental impacts of each stage of the products. So the LCA approach is metric-based approach. It allows impact evaluation and comparisons to be made on the quantified and credible scientific basis. And life cycle focus considers all stages of product life cycles from the extraction to raw material and then transport, sale, use and everything. Okay, there are 16 impact categories has been covered in the life cycle assessment. That is one of the topmost is climate change and then global warming potential. Okay, and then ocean depletion, the depletion of the ocean layer impact, human toxicity, particulate matter, that is the impact on human health from particulate matter in the air, ionizing radiation and photochemical ocean formation, acidification, eutrophication, that is the impact on the environment from excess nutrients in the water, including freshwater, marine and terrestrial, ecotoxicity and land use, water use and resource use. So all these impacts will be considered in the life cycle assessment. So there are some different methodologies. One is life cycle assessment for a product environmental footprint and another is product carbon footprint. So product environmental footprint talks about complete environmental effect, which we have discussed around 16 impact categories. But when it comes to product carbon footprint, it will be a single impact category is being considered. That is only the climate change. So in terms of carbon emission. So that is only the consider. These are the major differences. So the life cycle stages are stage 1 raw material production and raw material transport and everything. The cycle stage 2 is production and manufacturing, and stage 3 distribution and other informations, and stage 4 is user phase, and then quality and repairability or end of life or say recyclability. All these things will be covered in the stage 4. So the life cycle assessment process starts from the defining the goal and scope definition. So determining the purpose of the scope of LCA process as well as identifying the functional unit, functional or property unit is the unit of measure. Okay. And then we need to list down the inventories. So what are all the inventories involved in that particular product development or production, that should be listed down, and then that each process and material and everything will be assessed what kind of impact is going to happen to the environment. So that is going to be captured. And end of the things, interpretation of the results. So the results of the previous phases are now integrated, interpreted and written in a product environmental footprint. So incorporating LCA into product development design. So that is what is most needed now. So the opportunities may involve changes to the product design and materials, manufacturing process, packaging or end of life management. Now all those things we need to identify the improvement opportunities that will LCA will provide that opportunity. Implementing improvements, this may include redesigning the product to optimize material usage, energy efficiency and recyclability. And monitoring the implemented improvements, whether it's working good or what kind of changes has been made, whether it is effective or not. That is going to be the monitoring and evaluating the environmental performance. So SGS can provide the complete life cycle assessment independent service. So you can use it, and the same can be used as creating the environmental product declaration. So that will be useful for manufacturers or even buyers to propose in the public forum and then promote the products, and more business can be achieved. Okay, so this could improve brand image and then customer confidence enhanced and environmental impact reduced, sustainability actions verified by a trusted source, and regulatory compliance and legal risk mitigation. Yeah, thank you. This is a brief about life cycle assessment. Yes, sir. In the life cycle assessment, the water usage and waterproof retardant will be covered. So
it covers blue water and grey water, or only blue water?
No, complete whatever it is be used for manufacturing that product, where and all it's involved, that impact will be calculated.
If it comes to manufacturing, we are only doing taking account the blue water. When you take it from the raw material, take polyester, you take the raw material is from the crude oil. So if we take that for polyester, blue water will be only 52 liters per kg. When you take from crude oil, it will be 71,000 liters per kg. So we'll have a totally a different impact.
Yes, sir.
Throw something on that, whether you are only going to take blue water or including grey water.
Sir, it will be covered both, but the concept is different. For example, there are two set of data. The one is primary data, which starts from the raw material and up to completion of the manufacturing. This could be captured in the factory or process houses, whatever is happening here. That could be the primary data. So that will be practically it will be taken. That will vary company to company, because someone, if it is invested more wind energy and more solar, more recycling of water, and almost zero liquid discharge, and all those things will be considered in the primary data. And when before raw material, there are certain, even including agricultural and even for recycling fiber work and all those things, that will be a secondary data that will globally it's available, because European Commission has been generated and done a lot of R&D works. From that it has been taken actually. So when it comes to the life cycle assessment, yes, it will be considered both, because the product involves in the before raw material stage also to produce that particular raw material, that will be covered. But anyway, that is being the common, that will impact commonly to every product, not only the two products. So overall, it's doing that analysis, that will impact neutrally, that addition will be added. I'm sure that will be covered.
Yes, the LTD will have any positive impact on throughput exports?
Definitely.
LCA,
definitely.
Compared to China and other countries?
Yes, sir, definitely, because almost most of the factories now using ZLD approach here. So the water usage level, and then because most of the water, almost we would say 75% water is coming back to again into the process, that will have huge impact.
100% of the big companies in the food is following the not sanitary.
Yes.
100%. And 95% is recycled.
Yes. So obviously will have huge impact.
Sir, one more sir. Life cycle assessment சொல்லும்போது இப்போ கேட் டு கேட் பண்ணாங்கன்னா அதில் ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன் ஒன்லி வாட்டர் மட்டும் தான் ஆகும். அதாவது மேனுஃபேக்சர் ப்ராசஸ் பண்ண வாட்டர் மட்டும் தான் ஆகும். நீங்கள் EPDB கிளைம் பண்ண மாதிரி போனீங்கன்னா கம்ப்ளீட் லைஃப் சைக்கிள், அதாவது கிராடல் டு கிராடல் வரும்போது தான் உங்களுக்கு எல்லா வாட்டருமே கவர் ஆகும். இன்கேஸ் நான் CMDL கவர்மெண்ட்டில் நான் கேட் டு கேட் போகிறேன் அப்படின்னா அங்கே டைம் வாட்டர் கவர் ஆகாது, அதுக்கு அப்ராக்சிமேட்டாக கவர் ஆகும். பட் அங்கே அக்யூரேசி எவ்வளோ வாட்டர் ஆச்சு, கிரே வாட்டர் எவ்வளோ, ப்ளூ வாட்டர் எவ்வளோ கவர் ஆகாது. But if I go cradle to cradle, then everything will be covered
From crude oil.
from crude oil. So that is called complete life cycle. So everything is covered on the cradle to cradle.
And one of the clarifications we would like to give, because he already associated with the blue sign. So here blue sign, what happens is LCA, because auditor has come last week and we interacted with the blue sign chief operating officer and auditor also. Because the LCA is very important, that has got to be done by SGS, because the blue sign is the company of SGS only. And they will be doing these type of things. And every for data validation, there should be one company like for that, SGS will be taking these data verifications because the LCA is based on ISO 14040, 14047, and also 14067. So these type of things, LCA for purpose, SGS will be operating as a validator for this. Yeah, because that clarifications when blue sign also, maybe in the cluster also it will be taken. Yes, Mr. Sendil, yes.
1 minute. One more clarification, sir. Digital product passport. First of all, the European Union is not laid any norms or also identified any agencies. I think sitting us side by side with two competitors, we would like to take the best cooperative pricing from both our component, both blue sign and fair trade are component. So we are not, as I said, blue sign is in, they are only contacting me on that subject. And I would like to clarify everyone that the competitive pricing, I think still blue sign is very at the sky level. They think that they don't have any other agencies which will not be aligned. That's what they are. I have informed them. I have informed Sumit, or Katrina, everyone. But I like to inform you through you also that we are not in a hurry. We are ready for the any DPP, but we like to first wait for the European Union to lay the norms and also give us identify the agencies who are able to certify this DPPs. So just a clarification from my side. Anyway, any competitor, I'm saying, two competitors sitting side by side.
Just to add a comment, we have to create a third competitor.
There will be 10 competitors coming.
From especially from Tirupur, we should promote some agency who could be competitor to them.
You do it, sir.
I think he is the right person.
All of us have lot of you will promote a company.
When we introduce ISO 9000, there are 16 competitors are there.
Thoughts?
Yes.
Everyone is a.
Yes. Please.
Yeah, sure, sir. I think it will be taken with the management, and also, as you said, it's a long way to go. Only we are talking about the preparations for the DPP.
We are ready, sir.
Yes.
We just have to make some light amendments.
And also, just the point that the fans, apart from the DGP,
Yes,
what
sir.
is the directives received from the fans? I think just to say.
Yes, sir. Just a brief about overall it's doing for French market. So there is a new like kind of regulation comes up like a repatient. Okay, repatient. That program name is called eco modulation. Okay.
I have a.
So there are it is in the initial stage again. So the registration is going to start in 2025, and there will be a kind of bonus and penalty based on the product, whether it is durable and sustainable. So there are three categories. One is if you prove that is durable, there will be a bonus. So that will be assessed maybe after the registration. The regulation authorities may, I think, review the database. If every document is available to support, so the bonus will be you can get back. And also like environmental claims, maybe like if you have a authentic document that okay, your product is environmental friendly and then the impact is less, or you are following an environmental system, there will be a bonus also. And in case of recycling also, there will be a kind of thing. And now, some of the French retailers started with their programs, like assessing the durability, and also there are some certifications, like environmental certification is also allowed. So most of the major companies in Tirupur, they are holding the environmental system certifications that can be claimed. In addition to that, there will be like appearance, maybe 5 versus, and then abrasion resistance, and some other few more tests that will be added into document that will attract the bonus. So this is the one I will brief about that. So penalty, when the product is something, if it is harmful to the people, or some other in way, that may make the penalty.
You said 3 aspects. Durability, already see any customer who's buying from Tirupur, especially major customers, minimum wash is fine. You know that because you hold the testing lab and you test for all the major customers, minimum wash is fine. So don't only talk, the first part is durability, we are there. The second one, you talked about the environmental certification, which you already said most of the companies have. Third one, recycling. We are already there. We are already there. The brands are not there. We have signed an MOU with 80 companies. Have signed an MOU with reverse resources, where our complete textile waste is being recycled and being brought back into the supply chain, where it can be tracked, and where a lot of clients are also. So all 3 aspects we are ready, sir. So that's why I said we are waiting for the European norms for the DPP, where Tirupur is far ahead, again with any other cluster. I think we are not marketed it properly. That's why I was talking with Perisami sir, and I also request Raipan sir to use this opportunity and market Tirupur in a big way in this expo, where you can be benefited and TEXPO exporters can be benefited, and this fair can continuously do every year. So that, and 2 seasons, so that I think there is a bright future for both of us as an organizer and as a participant, like exporters like us. So I would request this to TEXPO to do this. And any help from us, I can give you the list of buyers, what they work in Tirupur, so that you can directly market. And Blue Side and Fair Trade have promised to help you in this. I hope they do that. Thank you.